This is a quick review of the cordless hair straightener. It comes with a nice little case. It's slightly bigger than the item itself, but it doesn't take up that much more room. So you can just kind of take it out of there. It comes with an instruction book and the USB-A to USB-C charger. It's got kind of like nice little purple inserts inside. The instruction book is reasonably well laid out, although I think mostly it's pretty intuitive and straightforward for use. So on the bottom there's the USB-C charge, which is nice because these cables are sort of universal, so you don't have to bring like an extra one. Usually you'll probably have one around. And it also has an on and off switch, which is nice. It's kind of inlaid, so I don't think that there's any sort of chance that you're going to accidentally turn it on when you know, it's in your purse or your pack. Here's a look of the device itself. It's kind of got like a bit of a rubbery feel. It's a little bit grippy, and if you look closely, it has kind of like, you know, a neat pattern with butterflies and flowers on it. And you'll notice when you turn it on, it's kind of maybe hard to see in this lighting, but there is a light that comes on, and that's always on. It doesn't like kind of like shut off after time, so you probably just don't want to leave it on all the time. I mean, it'll probably very slowly kill the battery over time. And then it has this display below. Unfortunately, it's on like a digital display, so you're not going to be able to see it like warm up, like exactly what the temperature is. But to turn it on, you just hold this down for a few seconds, and then this gives you the power. So it looks like it gives you like a bunch of bars for power, but that's not actually how it works. This just turns different colors. So I think there's 4 different colors that it changes. Green means it's full, red means it's empty, and I believe it's yellow and or orange and blue that are in between. So basically green is good though, and worry about red. And then if you hit this button a couple times, it'll have 3 different preset temperatures, and those are the only ones you get to choose. And you can see right here it says Celsius, so you're gonna have to do the conversion to Fahrenheit in your head, I suppose. And you'll notice that it's blinking right now, so I set it to 170, and it takes a lot longer than one that you plug into the wall in order to heat up. It takes maybe a minute or so according to the instructions. Probably depends a little bit on the ambient temperature, but then of course once it reaches the actual temperature, then this will go to a solid color. Okay, it's solid now. I just paused the video, but it took maybe about I don't know, like 40 seconds. I didn't actually have my stopwatch out, so it wasn't too bad that time. And the other thing about this one is it has like a cover, and it doesn't like lock in. Like I kind of wish that it would kind of like snap into place. The only thing it does is there's like kind of an inlay there, so if you get it wrong, it won't quite fit. But there's a little bit of tension because it's trying to open, so that's all right. And then there's like no lock feature to kind of keep it shut. It's just the cap, which I guess is okay. It's got the 2 heating plates, obviously a little bit shorter than a regular one, but they seem to work quite well. And these are a bit floaty. They're not too stiff. I found some are so stiff that you can't actually straighten your hair with it. And then if you look at this closely, they're fairly flush, but there is a little bit of a gap on the bottom, unfortunately. But again, if you put like maybe a little bit more pressure on there, they will flatten out mostly. But again, it'd be better if it were like perfectly flat, I think. And with the heat on, you can still kind of touch the ends. It's not overly hot. And like if you want to let it cool down, you can just kind of put it back in its case, which is sort of nice. And I'm not entirely sure how long this lasts, but you know, probably good, like 20 minutes or so. So it's pretty handy just because it is, you know, overall so compact. One thing I would mention though is I've seen some airports in my travels, they say you can't bring these on unless the battery is removable, and in this case it isn't removable. And they have like the new law that everything with batteries has to go onto the plane. You can't put it in checked baggage, so that's one thing to keep in mind. So in summary, it comes with a decent little case. The build quality and everything seems fairly nice. I like the fact that it's USB-C. but it does take a little while longer to charge than a plug-in, but that's not too surprising. And kind of wish this was more like a digital display, and then maybe you could have a few more options than just the 3 presets. And it would be nice if the battery was like a series of bars rather than like just a bunch of different colors. But overall, I think that's reasonably minor.
They're rechargeable. Let's keep them together. Turned on. Fully charged. That's nice. 170. 190, 210. I love the fact they're Celsius as well, because some of them come with Fahrenheit and you have to translate, and it's just so much easier when they're Celsius for us in the UK. They're very light. There's no lock on them, so I can't keep them closed unless I put them in the lid, and the lid holds them together. I love the little diamond, the blue diamond there. Shows you when they're turned on. So when I turn them off, it goes off. It's very pretty. They heat up super fast, within a couple of seconds, to be honest. It's at the desired temperature. I really do recommend these. These are lovely and so nice to travel with. They come in this lovely case, which is really good quality as well. And the instructions, I haven't read them because it pretty much don't need them really if you know how to use straighteners. I do like the way that they come packaged, and the fact that they come with spare diamantes to glue on with the glue as well. That is rare that I've ever seen that. So it's very thoughtful of the manufacturers to add them in. I do hope that it doesn't mean that they're going to drop out more often. But it's just nice to have that insurance that in case they do, I have spares to add into it. And this is how it came.